Hey, what is up guys? GuitarRock here, welcome back to another Brown Dust 2 video. Alright, I'm a bit late to this by one day, but hopefully today we're going to talk about the Powder of Hope characters. But first things first, alright, in the previous video when I make the guide of the beating the boss, a lot of you guys miss out on the field quest. I noticed a bunch of you were leaving comments all over and didn't notice the field quest, and I hope you guys are aware of it right now because this is going to be very important, right? The field quest, do not miss out on this one because you're going to get the UR weapon for Yomi. Alright, so you can still do it. So what you need to do is you just gotta like destroy the stuff, right? And then you just do it on the first day, get as high of a score as you can. The highest score you need to go is about 5,000 points. That's going to give you this thing, the bingo game chip. This is going to be what you need to basically consume, right? So once you finish once already, you can just do a quick complete every single day, and then you can go right here into the event section. That's where you're using the bingo game chip. I hope you know, this is going to be clearer, right? Because a lot of people are not aware. You go here, you go to the collaboration event right here. This is the bingo game chip. You can see above my head how many bingo chips I have, right? So you ideally want to be able to do as many of these as you can, because you can see right here plenty of things to be obtained, right? If you guys start a little bit late or you're not aware of this thing during the first couple of weeks, hopefully now you are, right? So you get 20 tickets here, and on 5 clear, you're going to be able to get this UR exclusive weapon. Very, very important. So please do not miss this, alright? I want to just like make a reminder for you guys out there. So let's talk about the current shop, alright? If you go right here, notice in the golden thread and powder of hope. Alright, a lot of you guys have asked me, hey GuitarRock, is any of this worth buying? So let's talk a little bit more about this, and I thought like maybe making this much more of a series every time they release a new characters in powder of hope versus golden thread. Now let's talk about the Illenia magic bow. Now this one is actually pretty good. Alright, this Illenia, this particular version, actually both the Illenias are actually really good. The reason why is Illenia and Sherazade is, as far as I know, is the only 2 characters in the game that can remove buff. Now removing buff includes taunt, alright, and a bunch of other things. If the enemy has taunt, you use Illenia or you use Sherazade to remove that completely, so therefore your damage dealer can go in, skip or whatever AoE around that, right? Very useful in the Tower of Salvation, right? She is going to be used right there. So if you can afford to get this particular Illenia, definitely consider that. Of course, the monthly, if you can pick only one, I would still prioritize this one. Costume selection, there's plenty of characters that you can obtain right here. Notice I have a lot of characters right here. I leave them at +4. I have been noticing that it feels better ideally, unless the character is like really broken and really must have. Usually I just put them at +4 so that when you actually like pull them or spook them in the particular, when I'm trying to pull for characters off banner, you can get them up to +5, right? Because if you already have them at +5, they convert to golden thread anyway. So I feel like I wish it converts to powder of hope rather than golden thread, because I feel like powder of hope is infinitely more useful, right? So because you can buy more things right there. For example, if you're talking about this thing in particular, right, the essences, right, for the awakening, you can go to the powder of hope. Notice you can buy the elixirs, alright, this one, and it's limited to monthly limit. I'm guessing they try to get you somewhat. So regardless, let's talk about the powder of hope. Who are going to be the best characters for you to buy? Alright, we got Labyrinth Gatekeeper NEBRIS, alright, we got Medical Club TERESSE, we got Emerald Sylvia, Killer Doll Leclis. So first up, my advice is I personally don't think you need to buy Leclis at all. Alright, I'm just gonna be real right here. As someone that used to use her a lot, right, I feel like Leclis has started to fall off a little bit. Now, Leclis is a defender, right? Defenders in this game are actually extremely niche, alright? Not that she's bad, it's just that she has 2 costumes. She can be used in PvP, and if you are getting her specifically for PvP, Grand Hilder is way better, right? Because Grand Hilder has that taunting, and I've seen some players started using Morpia as well, which is very good. But in most cases, like Leclis, I feel like you don't really need her in particular. Now some people might argue, okay, what about Tower of Salvation, right? You can use her in the tower content. Right now I haven't pushed the tower for this particular season or this particular month, but let me show you guys in the tower, which one I'm talking about, the Evil Castle, Tower Salvation. Okay, this one, you go here. So Leclis is going to be good in the higher floors for sure, but it does depend. There's a lot of other options, right? I feel like dodge characters are going to be the best. If you're trying to push in this particular one, usually dodge characters like the maid Rubia that can dodge, and also the one of the Just Dance costume that has the dodge ability, but that one I think is like limited, right? That too is like infinitely better than having a tank. Ideally, tanks in this game, they just don't really provide much, which is a little bit sad. Outside of Grand Hilde, which has a preemptive battle, she's going to be way better. Actually, I'm kind of curious, right? If I go here and look at the popular costume for PvP in particular, let's look at where Leclis is, right? So if we look at the higher rank, so let's look at around Grandmaster, right? So we got Zenith, Helena. So, okay, this is our offense. Let's look at defense. Defense, we got Grand Hilde right here. Grand Hilde, Morpia, obviously. And then Glacia, right? Glacia is like, this one is like the one that can revive, I believe. If she dies... Oh no, decrease incoming magic damage. So there's another one that allows her to have 2 lives, so you can basically combo them together. That's going to be the usage of her, this one, Alice Glacia. So you can see Leclis is not really in the top ranks anymore, at least not that I know of, right? I thought she was... Okay, the Android Queen Leclis, I guess, occasionally, because this one gives you energy guard, you can still use her from time to time. But for most players, I would say if you are, you know, like low spender, minimal, minimal free to play-ish, alright, or you just buy the monthly, I would say skip Leclis. There's someone that has her at +5 even, right? You can see right there, I have her at +5. I almost never use her, I'll be honest with you guys, right? So she is going to be the least priority. So out of these 3 then, who is going to be the top priority, right? In my humble opinion, Medical Club Therese, alright? So she is going to be a very, very good buffer. Now, why is she so strong? Now, if you guys are not aware, when you play Fiend Hunter now, it's guaranteed crit. So basically, attack buff and magic buff is very, very good. Plus, she also provides healing, especially if you're trying to tackle the higher end content. Level 8, level 9, level 10 boss, the boss started doing a lot of damage. Like if you fight the current boss, the same 4-6 hands boss right now, the previous season, she does DOT to you. And occasionally you can die if you don't have like medical Therese. So she is able to heal you based upon 50% of the HP. Now, I feel like you need to get at least up to +2. Alright, so this is going to make her extremely usable. You can push out to +5, but that's going to be for like a paying player. But for most people, I think from +2 to +3, it just gives a little bit more healing. And then +3 to +4 is the one that gives you a little bit more buffs. In most cases, I actually think she's very, very strong. If you can, this is going to be the better one. Alright, so how about the other 2, right? So we already talked about the Medical Cup Therese. Again, Therese is a very strong character, very, very universal. But what about Nebri or Admiral Sylvia? Who should be a priority, right? Right now, that's going to depend on a couple of things. Admiral Sylvia probably makes more sense right now because right now is water season and she is a water character. Whereas Nebri is a wind character and wind season just ended, right? So we have a bunch of other collab characters that, they are gone. So if you pull for her, again, I feel like this Nebri costume is actually really strong. Damage-wise, she actually does a pretty decent damage, alright? In fact, I have a feeling if you're looking for a physical win, she might be the strongest one right now, alright? Of course, that's also if you max out her costume, right? If you have her at +0, +1, her damage is like a bit lacking, but if you go all the way +4, +5, yeah, she's definitely going to have the damage potential. But Emerald Sylvia is going to make more sense for a lot of players just because she's able to, this particular costume, alright, she's able to do a lot of damage. Plus, this particular one is also being used in a lot of content, I believe. If you do the last night boss, she's also very, very strong right there because of the attack 5 times, right? And she also like creates energy guard for herself. I do recommend if you can get this particular one, this is going to be very, very good. Now her cost is really, I mean not cost, the cooldown time is really high at 9 turns. She's very potential liberation reliant. Alright, in terms of, let me see if I can show it to you guys. If I go to Sylvia, because I actually have that particular costume, have tried to use her so many times before. But you can see right now, I do not have her potential liberation at all, right? So with that, my cooldown time, right, you can see right here, is 9 turns. But she has one particular one. So this one is going to reduce cooldown time by 4 turns. So from 9 turns become 5 turns. This one is going to increase, you know, the energy guard duration. This one is less important, I would say, right? Because she doesn't need to tank that much. But this is going to be the important one. And also this particular one basically allows her to do way more damage. Alright, so if you are pushing her in terms of her strength, definitely get this. I mean, you have to get this anyway to go to the other two. And then this one, right? I wouldn't bother with this particular one. The energy guard, unless like you're like super high for the Fin Hunter, for sure. But like for most players, you can probably skip out that one. And I'll probably get this one as well, the crit damage, right? These two nodes are going to be extremely precious. I would love to get this, but I'm still building my Yumi. There's so many characters to build, and these things are super expensive, man. Yeah, so that's pretty much it, right? So overall, again, I don't want to make this of too long of a video, right? But people have been asking me, yo, who should I get? Like I mentioned, top priority to least priority would be Therese, Medical Club, Therese, top priority. Alright, this is number 1. Number 2 is Sylvia, Emerald Sylvia. Number 3 is NEBRIS. And the last one would be Leclis. I love Leclis. I think she's a very strong. I think mine is like, this costume is one of my first costume to +5, right? But sadly, like Defender in this game is just not needed as much, right? And the meta is right now surrounding Grand Hilde for now. We haven't had a Defender being released for a while, right? It's always like, so far it's all damage dealer, damage dealer, damage dealer. Occasionally we have supporter here and there, but it's pretty much that DPS all the way in. So personally, again, I'm gonna apply my own advice. I'm gonna buy this particular one, and I don't really need the other two. Maybe I'll buy Sylvia because I do have a little bit of Powder of Hope here as well. But yeah, you can do that. Definitely, I guess I can afford to get this one as well since I have plenty of golden thread, but I do not have enough Powder of Hope. I wish there's a way to convert golden thread to Powder of Hope, right? Even if it's a 2-to-1 ratio, it'll be kind of nice because you can only buy so much things from here. Maybe I should get this. Yeah, maybe I should get this. This is only 300, right? So it's not too expensive. Everything else, the stars and stuff, this one is like not worth it. I hope you guys are aware, right? The reason why is because you can see right here. How do I show it? The chance of you to get this property, selective draw, exchange ticket. I mean, I guess it's okay, but it's super gambly, right? I can afford to buy one, right? And I'm just going to buy one to show you. So let's say I want to go and gamble right here. We're going to do our free daily draws as well. Let's see if I can get lucky with any of these. I doubt it. Luck has been a little bit rough in this game. Can I get the UR weapon? No. Property. So I'm going to choose a water and just show you guys that it's not going to always, you know, be how it is. Go get this. Boom. Go get that. Okay. Actually, I might go for fire. Let me see. Right now it's water season. So you can basically choose the property selector ticket. You can basically choose one of these, and it's always like, you know, it's like a percentage of the character based upon the property, right? You can't really. It's hard to get a specific one. So let's say I want to choose water. I already have one of the Sylvia costume at +5. Shiraza, I have some at +5 as well. So might not be the best one to go for that. But I think the wind one makes more sense because I have more characters that I don't have +5 in the wind section. I can't predict who is going to be the next one, but let's just try and be safe and go for water and show you guys. Boom. I doubt this is going to be anyone new. Wait, can you tell? The notification usually appears. I think it's a +5 already, right? Oh, of course it's Glacier, right? I'll take it, right? But again, a costume that I'll almost never use. Glacier is there. It's a little bit sad, but you know what? That's how it is. That's how it is with all of this. Alright guys, so that is going to be it for this particular video. Make sure you guys do guild raids as well. There's guild raids going on right now. Make sure you guys do that. I'm gonna go tackle, and I'm a bit late for today's one. It's expiring in... So far it's pretty easy, right? The boss is like, you just do all of this. Alright, so this boss is just gonna come and slice you up. And usually, you know, you have no problem. Just gonna go with... I'm running a magic team, so Livia is always very, very good. Go with this, right? So let's destroy this boss. You can see the HP right there, right? The HP at the top right. Yup. GG. GG. Man, this Dalvi is so strong, man. Alright, so again, time to end the video. Thanks a lot for tuning in. Make sure you guys subscribe. Alright, so tune in tomorrow. I'll have one more video. I believe I'm working on a few other guides. But if you guys have anything, as always, just leave your question in the comment section below. Join my Discord if you guys have anything extra you want to ask. I'll see you guys again soon. Have a nice day. Goodbye.